As Vice-Chancellor of the University, I declare this congregation open for the conferring of degrees by the authority of the Senate and the Council. High Sheriff, Chairman of Leicestershire County Council, civic guests, parents, friends and graduands, I am delighted to welcome you all to this degree congregation. It is a celebration for all those who graduate today. We celebrate your many achievements that culminate in a degree from a major international research and teaching-led university. While you have been with us, the university has developed and changed. We are now a community of 19,000 students and just over 3,000 staff, and we have a turnover of £150 million per annum. It all demonstrates that universities are complex organisations. They are businesses with higher education at their core. We deal with a whole range of different activities, and I want to just focus on three areas. First, leading-edge research in a range of fields. This year, our Department of Genetics was one of 20 institutions to win the Queen's Anniversary Prize for Further and Higher Education. This award had been previously obtained in this university in 1994 by our Department of Physics, so we were delighted that the university should win again. This year, physics has seen the culmination of a project led on our behalf by Professor Alan Wells and by Dr. Mark Sims, who, working with the Open University, have focused on the Beagle 2 project, which is designed to discover whether there is life on Mars. There is one thing of which you can be sure. If we do discover life on Mars, we should be the first university to sign them up for a degree course. There are numerous achievements that I could outline in the different faculties, but I intend to move on to look at a second area which is fundamentally important to the university, namely teaching. Teaching and research are fundamental to a university. That is what makes the distinction between a university and any other kind of educational institution. Many people will try and persuade you otherwise and claim that teaching only can be the characteristic of a university. I would have to say that the experience that you have all had here in the University of Leicester is one where the people who do the research also are engaged in doing the teaching. It is that, to my mind, makes the characteristic of being a research-intensive university, where teaching and research are of equal importance. Certainly, this year we have been delighted to award a number of teaching fellowships across the university for very distinguished work in innovative teaching. Currently, there are a number of special projects, and in particular, a project led by Professor Stuart Peterson in medicine and by Dr. Derek Rain in physics. Both projects are valued at £500,000 and involve investigations on teaching methods and curricula that inform not only those particular disciplines, but will have an impact on other disciplinary fields and the higher education system more generally. Thirdly, it is my view that very good universities make a direct contribution to their communities, especially through cultural activities. In Leicester, this is demonstrated very clearly by our work with schools, teachers, pupils and parents in the inner city with a view to broadening access. It's not just an abstract idea, it's a fundamental belief for those of us who work in the University of Leicester. Our Richard Attenborough Centre for Disability in the Arts has attracted a wide range of audiences this year to exhibitions and innovative concerts featuring winners of the Young Musician of the Year competition. It is very good to see cultural pursuits promoting the work of young people working in the arts. I hope we shall be doing more of this style of activity in the coming months and years. And finally, in this area, our Botanic Garden currently features a 49-piece international sculpture exhibition from 35 artists located in 13 countries. The exhibition opened last Saturday and runs until mid-September. Sculptors who have visited it tell me it is world-class. I leave you to judge, but I hope you will take the opportunity to visit it. It is another dimension of the kind of work that a leading university should be involved in. The list of activities in this university is endless, and therefore emphasises why it is so difficult to address questions about the shape and style of universities. Yet during this year, we have witnessed the start of a major national debate about the higher education system. Fundamental questions have been raised about research, learning, teaching and access, among many other topics. We need to consider what kind of university do we want the University of Leicester to be. Of one thing I can assure you, change is inevitable. And we need to grasp that opportunity in order to build on those activities in the university that are judged to be excellent. In Leicester, this will mean, firstly, developing our contribution to the local and regional economy, generating further research grant and contract income to maintain our position among the leading universities in the UK, delivering teaching that is closely linked to research and evaluated by peers as excellent, widening access, widening participation, developing new two-year foundation degrees, and the first of our graduates in this field went through a degree ceremony yesterday afternoon. The activity is forever developing. We need to think about establishing new and further strategic alliances with higher and further education institutions. We already have a network of 14 colleges of further education and sixth form colleges working in association with the university. And we are about to develop a new special partnership with Bishop Grosseteste College in Lincoln and Newman College in Birmingham, whose courses we will validate from September. Their students will then be able to gain University of Leicester degrees. Finally, I think we need to consider the way in which we can continue to develop higher education through distance learning. Currently, 6,000 of our students study with us by distance learning. So if parents and friends would like their own University of Leicester degree, you don't actually have to come to Leicester. We can sign you up in the entrance hall after this ceremony. The packages of material can be delivered next week, and you can be on your way to a degree ceremony in Montfort Hall. Certainly, if you join us, you will be joining a university that has been rated a top 20 institution by the Financial Times and the Sunday Times over the last 3 years. We have much to contribute locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. Finally, I would like to congratulate you all on the degrees you have obtained. The class of 2003 has raised the standard even higher. We hope you will keep in touch with the university, and I shall look forward to seeing you at alumni events. But before I close, I would like you to join me in showing your appreciation to your parents, relatives, friends and sponsors who have supported you through the university. So I would now ask the graduating class of 2003 to join me in a round of applause for those people. If you haven't already heard, we have a competition going this year. Which faculty can clap the loudest and longest. I have to say the competition's much stronger than what you've just demonstrated, but I'm sure you'll prove to me that you're the equal of the other faculties and clearly could surpass them. So have an enjoyable day, applaud your fellow students, and all good wishes to you in your future careers.
Adam Hart-Davies is a man who loves to tell stories. Via television, radio, books and magazines, he's made a huge contribution to the public understanding of science. His knack of getting to the essence of a subject and presenting it in a lively and interesting way has enabled millions better to appreciate the scientific basis of modern life. Adam grew up in an isolated farmhouse surrounded by 15,000 books. Subtly guided by his mother, he began to absorb ideas from a very early age and acquired an eclectic enthusiasm for learning. Inspired by a teacher at his preparatory school, he chose science and went on to obtain an excellent set of A-levels, which gained him a place to read chemistry at Oxford. His intellectual style proved exceptionally effective for examinations, and he was awarded a first-class degree. Scientific research beckoned, and he easily acquired his PhD and began postdoctoral work in Canada and the UK, studying organometallic compounds. It proved difficult, however, to contain the breadth of his interest and enthusiasm within the focused confines of pure research, so he soon moved into the world of publishing. He became science editor of a prestigious publishing house and spent 5 happy years editing physics and chemistry textbooks. The opportunity to range over the full breadth of his subjects and to learn from a huge variety of expert authors suited him well, but he soon began to feel the need to communicate to a wider audience. A meeting with a team from Yorkshire TV made him think of television, and with characteristic initiative, he simply asked for and was given a job as a researcher. His task was to master a complex brief quickly, seek out relevant information from books and a large and effective range of contacts, and distill the results into an exciting and informative presentation. The first challenge was the question of what makes bananas slippery, and things just stormed on from there. Soon he became a producer in his own right and worked on a wide range of programs, including Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World and studio shows like Don't Just Sit There. He invented and produced the most successful school science series ever, Scientific Eye, used by virtually every school in the land, followed by Mathematical Eye and others. All the time, he was also using his skills to write articles and books on a huge variety of scientific subjects. After a few years, he began to feel he might be even more effective in front of the camera than behind. The opportunity came when he bought a mountain bike. He thought at first to maintain his fitness. Cycling to work one day, he paused for breath outside a building with a blue plaque, the home of the great scientist Priestley, and an idea crystallized for the series that became Local Heroes. Shown initially on Yorkshire TV, the formula proved extraordinarily successful, creating for Adam the on-screen persona that we all know today. The homemade models that characterized the programs were often constructed by Adam himself, not because he's an inveterate inventor, but from his desire to find visual ways of explaining difficult concepts. Local Heroes ran over 8 series until 2000, but Adam didn't stop there. He's presented Tomorrow's World and a series of programs on the history of science, identifying with splendid panache the contributions of societies from Roman to Victorian times. Initially, his desire was to use history to explain science. But in the way of things, he soon became known as much for history as for science. Despite asserting vigorously that he is not a historian, he's presented 35 Hart-Davies on history programs, as well as the broader range of appearances that fame as a television personality brings. He's written 19 books so far and appears regularly on radio. Some of you may have heard his most recent program, telling the indelicate tale of the trade in human urine between London and the North East to manufacture alum for the dyeing industry. Adam has the true knack of the educator. He presents ideas in ways that convince the audience it is possible to understand what they previously thought incomprehensible, and so stimulates them to explore ideas further. His passion for science and for communicating scientific ideas makes us all realize just where we would be without the benefits of scientific progress. He is a powerful antidote to anti-scientific forces at work in modern society. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate and the Council, I present Adam John Hart-Davies, that you may confer upon him the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science and welcome you among us. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for that startling address. It makes me feel quite a sort of reasonable person, really. Luckily, he didn't tell you the other 94%. I've been to this part of the world several times, I'm glad to say, to investigate very important bits of history, like the history of the pork pie, invented, I think, by a Mr. Pork in Melton Mowbray. Or maybe I've misremembered that one. But there were some really wonderful people here. One of my favourite, very simple ones was Thomas Cook, who decided when the railway came to Leicester that here was a way to cash in and separate people from their spare money. People were being paid now in the factories. And so he organised an expedition from Leicester to Loughborough, practically across the world, for a temperance picnic. That's like beer and sandwiches without the beer. And it cost 1 shilling, and it went on the 5th of July, 1841, and it was a sellout. 500 people went. And Thomas Cook went from strength to strength and now really does go around the world. And there is a magnificent statue right outside the station. You'll see him standing there with a very, very battered leather suitcase. Well, it's actually bronze, but it looks leather. And then there was Robert Bakewell, who in the 18th century magnificently improved breeds of cattle and sheep. From scrawny little things, he deliberately chose the best specimens and bred those and got better and better cows and sheep, until in the end the cream from some of his cattle was so thick they said a mouse could run across it without fear of sinking in. And taking some of this cream, a woman in a pub in the little village of Stilton made the most wonderful blue cheese, and that now is renowned around the world as a direct result of Robert Bakewell's improvements. But perhaps my favourite chap was Edmund Cartwright, who was a vicar in a little village called Godeby Marwood. And he went to see the new cotton spinning machinery, which had been built by Richard Arkwright. And he thought this was absolutely wonderful. You could now spin cotton much faster than ever before. But there was a problem. There was going to be a cotton mountain. What could they do about it? He said, what we need is a weaving machine so that we can use up all this surplus cotton. And everyone said it's impossible. Weaving is far too complicated. You couldn't possibly invent a machine to weave cloth. But he said, hang on a sec, I read recently about a machine that plays chess. The Turk, an automaton chess player. A machine, it's just a sort of desk with some cogs inside, and it plays chess and it beats the best chess players in Europe. And so he was determined, and he wandered up and down his sitting room making movements like this. He'd never seen a loom before, he'd never seen a weaving machine, but he nevertheless persevered, and he went ahead and he invented a machine to weave cloth. What he didn't know was that the automaton chess player was a cheat. It was actually a box with a very small chess player hidden inside. So he was inspired by a complete fraud. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't necessarily take everything you see for granted. I just want to offer one tiny word of advice. You will have heard from my checkered career that I started off trying to be an academic, and I'm actually a triple dropout. And now I'm completely unemployed, and I'm almost, well, I couldn't say I have nothing to do. I'm actually occupied for the next 17 days, but they're all individual tiny things. So I have no job. It's much better not to make plans. One of the things I discovered when I was just getting my degree was that my grandmother said, "What are you going to do now?" Any of your relatives said that? Yes. And I said, well, I'm a chemist. I guess I could get a job behind the counter in Boots. Well, I've never, ever got that far. And may I say, do not worry if you don't have a plan. Life turns up the most wonderful opportunities, and what you want to do is grab them. You have to try and choose the good ones and grab them. And if there's one thing you really want to do in life, it's find out what you enjoy doing and then get someone to pay you to do it. I enjoy telling stories, and people now pay me to do that. So I'm a happy man. Good luck to you all, and congratulations on all your degrees.
The graduands in the Faculty of Science will be presented by the Dean, Professor Fothergill. Will all graduands in the faculty please stand?
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to admit these candidates from the Faculty of Science to the several degrees for which they are presented.
Graduates of the Faculty of Science, by the authority of the Senate, I admit you to the several degrees for which you are presented.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Simon Alcock.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations, brother.
Mark Cornforth.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Ewan Goodyear.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Martin Hanton.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Clive Jackson.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Nicholas Nelms.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Moses Atunga.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Turhan Ozen.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Nisha Patel.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Chris Rose.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Desmond Sim.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Louise Spurgeon.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
And Daniel Wood.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Science in Museum Studies, Nicholas Gordon.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Biological Chemistry, Neil Aboyi.
Congratulations.
Richard White.
Congratulations.
And Robert Yeomans.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, James Bennett.
Congratulations.
Scott Brereton.
Congratulations.
Richard Buckby.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Tripitch Prize, Emma Carrington-Smith.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
Nicola Dinsdale.
Congratulations.
Philip Everett.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Hunter Medal, the Peacock Prize and the GlaxoSmithKline Prize, Amane Filali.
Congratulations. Oh, just come on. Congratulations. That's really very good on all those prizes.
Richard Forster.
Congratulations.
Emma Gibson.
Congratulations.
Stacey Hall.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Knoll Pharmaceuticals Prize, Jonathan Miles.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
Rebecca Muir.
Congratulations. Well done.
Donna Palmer.
Congratulations.
And Tom Salter.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry with a year in Europe, Thomas Bell.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, Sandwich, Victoria Ledger.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry USA, David Boothby.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, the winner of the Farnell Engineering Prize, Christopher Geeney.
Congratulations. Well done on the prize.
And the winner of the R.A. Grierson Prize, Christopher Watts.
Congratulations and well done on the prize.
For the degree of Master of Engineering, Electrical and Electronic with Industry, Andrew Page.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronic and Software Engineering, Kaushik Javan.
Congratulations.
And Usman Khan.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Engineering in General Engineering, the winner of the IMechE Best Project Prize, Neil Harris.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
For the degree of Master of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Sam Flanagan.
Congratulations.
And the winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize and the IMechE Best Project Prize, Jonathan Harrison.
Congratulations and well done on your prizes. Thank you.
For the degree of Master of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering with Industry, the winner of the IMechE Best Student Prize, the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Engineering Prize, the University of Leicester Engineering Department Project Prize, and the IMechE Best Project Prize, Peter Blunt.
Congratulations and very well done on all those prizes. Well done.
And Alexander Savoury.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Geology in Geology, Stephen Ainscough.
Congratulations.
Matthew Axton.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Paleontological Association Prize, Susan Beardmore.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
Jack Budworth.
Congratulations. Thank you.
David Clifford.
Congratulations.
Rebecca Collins.
Congratulations.
James Frierson.
Congratulations.
Samantha Murchison.
Congratulations.
Selena Pass.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Rhoda Bennett Prize, Caroline Pickett.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
Stephen Rippington.
Congratulations.
Emma Sudabi.
Congratulations.
Matthew Taylor.
Congratulations.
And the winner of the British Micromount Society Award, John Williams.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
For the degree of Master of Geology in Applied Geology, the winner of the Institution of Mining and Metallurgy Prize, the Applied and Environmental Geology Prize, and the London Petrophysical Prize, Michael Edelston.
Congratulations and very well done on all your prizes.
And the winner of the Dennis Field Award, Sarah Lennon.
Congratulations and very well done on your prize.
David Sears.
Congratulations.
Helen Thomas.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Geology in Geophysics Geological, the winner of the Shell Geophysics Prize, the Dennis Field Award, and the Shell Geophysics Prize, Peter Botervile.
Congratulations and very well done on all those prizes. Well done.
Gary Thorpe.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Master of Mathematics in Mathematics, Tim Po Kin Chan.
Congratulations.
Natalie Hopkins.
Congratulations.
Claire Jakes.
Congratulations. Well done.
The winner of the Faculty of Science Prize and the winner of the IMA Prize, Mark Parsons.
Congratulations and well done on your prizes. Very good.
For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics, James King.
Congratulations.
Evelyn Shin.
Congratulations.
Skon Siri Shantaropas.
Congratulations.
Christopher Smith.
Congratulations.
And the winner of the Departmental Prize in Physics and Astronomy, Richard Williams.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics with Astrophysics, Ryan Glancy.
Congratulations.
Ian Holmes.
Congratulations.
Alexander Mack.
Congratulations.
Rodri Morgan.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Velan Scholarship and the Samuel and Rachel May Prize in Physics, Harmaminda Shergill.
Congratulations and well done on the prizes.
Heather Thompson.
Congratulations.
Louise Thorne.
Congratulations.
And the winner of the Raymond Hyde Prize, Matthew Wilson.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics with Space Science and Technology, the winner of the Departmental Prize in Physics and Astronomy, Michael Barclay.
Congratulations, well done on your prize.
Craig Brown.
Congratulations.
Jamie Byrne.
Congratulations.
Caroline Cox.
Congratulations.
The winner of the VLAN Scholarship, Mark Halsall.
Congratulations and well done on your scholarship.
Paul Henschel.
Congratulations.
Oliver Jackson.
Congratulations.
David King.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Leicester Space Science Scholarship, Bhavini Patel.
Congratulations and well done on your scholarship.
Chris Pether.
Congratulations.
Andrew Sinden.
Congratulations.
Kate Treacy.
Congratulations.
Adam Tuffley.
Congratulations.
And Darren Vowles.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Archaeology, Ruth Atkinson.
Congratulations. Well done.
Victoria Bailey.
Congratulations.
Elizabeth Edgar.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sally Gardner.
Congratulations.
Sadie Hopkins.
Congratulations.
Catherine Joyner.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ben Nappett.
Congratulations.
Neil Pollock.
Congratulations.
Sarah Rawlinson.
Congratulations.
Leanne Schofield.
Congratulations.
And Claire Sullivan.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biological Chemistry, Afjal Mia.
Congratulations.
Mark Toombs.
Congratulations.
And Devinda Verdi.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biological Chemistry, Sandwich, Kinjal Patel.
Congratulations.
Sarah Preston.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, the winner of the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Chemistry Prize, Kim Bettani.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
Jennifer Costello.
Congratulations.
Fazilat Isat.
Congratulations.
The winner of the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Chemistry Prize, Priyesh Patel.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Sandwich, Duncan Haller.
Congratulations.
And Kelly Simmons.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry with Business Management, Olu Wafun Milayo Adiojo.
Congratulations. Well done.
Martin Bowden.
Congratulations.
And Sarah Lofthouse.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Combined Studies, Ebo Bentil.
Congratulations.
Gurjit Chana.
Congratulations.
Polly Johnson.
Congratulations.
And Diane Steele.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Folusade Adenola.
Congratulations.
Angeline Adesina.
Congratulations.
Sachin Anand.
Congratulations.
Syed Ansar.
Congratulations.
Carl Ashby.
Congratulations.
Craig Blowfield.
Congratulations.
Peter Bolton.
Congratulations.
Timothy Brighton.
Congratulations.
The winner of the May Computer Prize, Terry Burton.
Congratulations and well done on your prize.
David Kane.
Congratulations.
Sukhvir Kambo.
Congratulations.
Michael Cardwell.
Congratulations.
James Chapman.
Congratulations.
Raisen Chalan.
Congratulations.
Maiting Chu.
Congratulations.
Edward Chur.
Congratulations.
Andrew Davies.
Congratulations.
Francis Davin.
Congratulations.
O'Neill Del Pratt.
Congratulations.
Edward Dempsey.
Congratulations.
Rupinder Dillon.
Congratulations.
Paul Fletcher.
Congratulations.
Richard Fry.
Congratulations.
Amajit Gill.
Congratulations.
Harbir Guram.
Congratulations.
Andrew Harding.
Congratulations.
Samir Ibrahim.
Congratulations.
Stephen Jordan.
Congratulations.
Mohammed Khan.
Congratulations.
Sean Malal.
Congratulations.
Natalie Mira.
Congratulations.
David Mills.
Congratulations.
Janita Mistry.
Congratulations.
Faisal Mullan.
Congratulations.
Shuling Piang.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Rizvana Patel.
Congratulations.
Rupesh Patel.
Congratulations.
Darren Payne.
Congratulations.
Ashish Popat.
Congratulations.
Amit Ratan.
Congratulations.
Daniel Richardson.
Congratulations.
Miles Rowley.
Congratulations.
Gary Shepherd.
Congratulations.
Stephen Shortall.
Congratulations.
Gurpal Singh.
Congratulations.
Nihal Soni.
Congratulations.
David Starling.
Congratulations.
Simon Swan.
Congratulations.
Gethin Swan Price.
Congratulations.
Alan Tang.
Congratulations.
Anjali Thalayasagan.
Congratulations.
David Warner.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Adam Whitlock.
Congratulations.
Gareth Wilby.
Congratulations.
Robin Winter.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Andrew Wollaston.
Congratulations.
Dylan Wynne.
Congratulations.
And Benjamin Yassin.
Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography, Caroline Austin.
Congratulations.
Mark Batty.
Congratulations.
David Bevan,
Congratulations.
John Beavers,
Congratulations.
winner of the Bruce May Dissertation Prize and the Norman Pye Prize, Katrina Black.
Congratulations and very well done on your prizes.
Claire Boddy,
Congratulations.
Russell Bowden,
Congratulations.
Colleen Burkill,
Congratulations.
Helen Champion,
Congratulations.
Rachel Cox,
Congratulations.
Gemma Crow,
Congratulations.
Nicholas Dexter,
Congratulations.
Rachel Ennion,
Congratulations.
Claire Foskett,
Congratulations.
Sally Harvey,
Congratulations.
Peter Hinchcliffe,
Congratulations.
Jonathan Kirkham,
Congratulations.
John Krawczyk,
Congratulations.
Philip Larmouth,
Congratulations.
Thomas List,
Congratulations. Thank you.
Lindsay Morton,
Congratulations. Big cheer.
Christopher Malarkey,
Congratulations.
Rachel Pallett,
Congratulations.
Andrew Ramsey,
Congratulations.
Daniel Cheerley,
Congratulations.
Victoria Taylor,
Congratulations.
Simon Top,
Congratulations.
Suzanne Wallace,
Congratulations.
Faye Woolbank,
Congratulations.
Felicity Washbrook,
Congratulations.
Jonathan Weeks,
Congratulations.
and the winner of the William Kirk Prize, Claire Willis.
Congratulations and well done on your prize. Thank you.
Some events etch themselves permanently on the memory of the world at large, making us feel that the world has changed, that old certainties no longer apply. For this to happen, the event has to be sudden and well-defined. Such events are therefore usually tragedies. For many parents in this hall today, the assassination of President Kennedy was such an event. We remember exactly what we were doing when we heard the news. For our graduands, the attack on the World Trade Center may be such an event. Now, the 20th century also saw two technological disasters that resonate down the years. I come from Southampton. Like the hero of one of the novels of Neville Shute, I was born and raised between the gasworks and the docks. And the city of Southampton is still strongly affected by the loss of the RMS Titanic nearly 100 years ago. That night to remember when some 700 Southampton men and women died. And the loss of the Space Shuttle Challenger on January the 28th, 1986, is another such defining event. We still remember the terrible pictures of the exhaust trails as the craft broke up. For the first time on live television, we were made aware of the cost of space exploration. Now, for the ancient Greeks, the explanation of such events was the jealousy of the gods. Hubris was necessarily followed by nemesis. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall, as the book of Proverbs has it. Scientists and engineers of the present day draw a different moral. In order to work safely at the cutting edge of technology, we need to ensure that all systems are of the best, and the correct response to disaster is to improve methods, systems, and education. The loss of the Titanic was followed by improved safety regulations, the formation of the International Ice Patrol. The loss of Challenger resulted in major changes within NASA, although, as we have seen with the recent loss of the shuttle Columbia, space travel can never be without its risks. The tragedy of Challenger resulted in another development. Mission 51L was partly an educational mission, the Teacher in Space mission. And the families of the Challenger crew founded the Challenger Center for Space Science Education in 1986 to continue that mission. June Scobee Rodgers is not only the widow of Challenger's commander, Dick Scobee. She is a highly experienced teacher who has taught at all levels of the school and university system in the United States. In the early 1980s, she worked on integrating the thrill of science with classroom education, using space exploration as a theme. With her background in teaching and commitment to the Teacher in Space program, she became a leading force in the development of the Challenger Centers, of which she is founding chairman. There are now 46 Challenger Centers, 43 in the United States, 2 in Canada, and 1 in Europe. The European Centre is located in the National Space Science Centre near Abbey Park in Leicester. These centres provide an exceptional educational opportunity for children and older people to see themselves in successful roles as scientists or engineers. Their robust educational model emphasises content, cooperative learning, problem solving, and responsible decision making. These are the skills required by scientists and engineers. The core of each centre is the simulator, consisting of a space station room and a mission control room. The visitors, who have prepared beforehand in the skills of teamwork and communication, are divided into teams with specific tasks. They then have to complete their mission, which may be to retrieve a satellite from low Earth orbit or to pilot a course to achieve rendezvous with a comet. After the visit, there are debriefing sessions to reinforce the learning process. The New York Times described the atmosphere in a Challenger Centre. There's no boredom here. From the moment they enter, bubbling with excitement, to the cheers as they accomplish their mission, the scene is one of total concentration. At the limits of technology, we need to employ the best scientists and engineers to ensure safety and success. For this to be possible, we need to encourage the best people to become scientists and engineers. This is one of the purposes of the Challenger Centres. The astronaut and politician John Glenn said of these centres, "Inspiring, exploring, learning. It's our mission. That's hard to beat, and I couldn't agree with it more." The success of that mission owes much to the continuing work of June Scobee Rodgers. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate and of the Council, I present June Scobee Rodgers that you may confer on her the Honorary Degree of Doctor of Science.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science and welcome you among us. Many congratulations.
Thank you so very much, and to the selection committee for presenting this honor to me. And congratulations to all of you and to your parents and friends and family here. Only if my chums could see me now from my grade school years ago. That was the last millennium. Some of your parents might remember that we were taught about the planet with a globe sitting on the school teacher's desk. And the stars, to me, were no more than mere patterns of light that were spread across an endless night. I was curious. I had lots of questions. It was not until university that truly the window to that universe was open for me. And far from that classroom door with a globe on the desk, I witnessed Sputnik flying into space. And then, eventually, Mercury and Gemini and Apollo. And with that, as you, I saw the human race step over this threshold into space. And that globe back on my teacher's desk became this vulnerable, orbiting mass of beauty, wonder suspended in a majestic system of balance and equilibrium. And along the way, I met and married my childhood sweetheart, Dick Scobee. We shared this love of flying in space. He became a pilot and then an astronaut, and his dream was to command a space shuttle. Well, that dream, flying Challenger 51L, along with the school teacher, we thought perhaps would end in disaster with the Challenger, that dream might be the final chapter in space exploration. The families and I said that their mission must continue. So together, we followed through with a mission by building these Challenger Learning Centers across the United States, and we're so honored to have the one here in Leicester. You know, it's a simulator space mission with children and adults who assume the roles of scientists and engineers like you all, and they encounter problems along the way on this voyage into space, to the moon or to Mars, and they learn to solve the problems by applying the math and the sciences that you all learn, using the technology, and they develop skills in teamwork and communication. Now, a half-century since that, those days when I studied the globe on the teacher's desk, and school children teased me that I would never see the inside of a university, much less graduate. Here I stand among you all, great scholars, scientists, educators, leaders in the world in space science, honored with a degree, Doctor of Science, from this prestigious university. And it's not just any university here in Leicester. I'm aware that Britain says that you're the first environmental city where the university has also received worldwide attention for your National Space Science Center. But I'm even more pleased to be honored alongside this prestigious group of graduates, for you've studied and dedicated your life to the sciences and the maths. Professors who have distinguished this university, advances in the research, astronomy, and because of you and others, the chapter in this book of space flight will not end in complacency or sorrow, but it will advance. And it is to you who will write the next volume, the next book in this story of space travel, science and technology. Truly, it is an understatement to say that I am overjoyed. I'm truly over the moon for this tremendous honor that you have bestowed upon me. And to all of you, congratulations. And may your dreams be fulfilled, and may your mission be completed. Thank you all.
remaining graduands in the faculty will be presented by the Dean, Professor Fothergill.
Mr. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography and Archaeology. Tara Halihi. Joanna Hurst. Matthew Potter. Lucy Tinner. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography and Geology, Jonathan Cracknell. James Evans. And Brett Woodhouse. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geology, Sally Bailey. Rebecca Baker. Simon Barry. Andrew Bax. Caroline Brannan. Gemma Brown. Stuart Chorley. Laura Doughty. Rachel Ford. Samuel Hatchard. Richard Hayward. Sam Hollings. The winner of the Dennis Field Award, Kerry Howard. Peter Kopchik. Thomas Lister. Richard Phillips. David Ray. Alice Rock. James Simpson. David Sturman. John Walker. And Christopher Ward. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Geology, Owen Gibbons. Winner of the Applied and Environmental Geology Prize, Finyo Mayoto.
Congratulations, very well done on the prize.
Patrick McGrath.
Congratulations, Patrick, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Geophysics, Geological, Peter Cox.
Many congratulations, Peter.
Emily Grover.
Congratulations, Emily, well done.
Steve Icarpi.
Congratulations, Steve, well done.
Joseph Kelshaw.
Many congratulations, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Peter Anderson.
Many congratulations, Peter, well done.
Amajit Bansal.
Many congratulations.
Catherine Barrett.
Congratulations, Catherine.
Michael Broder.
Congratulations, Michael, well done.
Lee Cooper.
Congratulations, Lee.
Luke Gilmartin.
Well done, Luke.
Iphigenia Ioannou.
Very many congratulations.
Alan Jones.
Congratulations, Alan.
Elizabeth Jones.
Congratulations, Elizabeth, well done.
Ruth Kaiser.
Congratulations, Ruth.
Claire Kennedy.
Congratulations, Claire. You have some supporters out there.
Suzanne Leach.
Congratulations, Suzanne.
The winner of the IMA prize, Arwa Monsieur Musaji.
Very many congratulations. Well done on the prize, too.
Richard O'Neill.
Congratulations, Richard. Well done.
Philip Parsons.
Congratulations, Philip.
Dharmishta Patel.
Many congratulations. Well done.
Elizabeth Paler.
Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Colin Richardson.
Congratulations, Colin. Well done.
Alex Roberts.
Congratulations, Alex. Well done.
Mark Skinner.
Congratulations, Mark. Well done.
Rochelle Sodani.
Carol, congratulations.
Virginia Tang.
Very many congratulations. Well done.
Rachel Taylor.
Well done, Rachel. Congratulations.
Stephen Wong.
Congratulations, Stephen. Well done.
Helen Woodward.
Congratulations, Helen. Well done.
And David Ragg.
Congratulations, David. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Computer Science, Ayotunde Adesuyan.
Well done. Congratulations.
Victoria Anderson.
Congratulations, Victoria. Well done.
Amina Ismail.
Congratulations. Well done.
Charisma Patel.
Wonderful. You've got some support of that there, Charisma. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics, Leo Yao.
Congratulations, Leo. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics with Astrophysics, Judith Hill.
Many congratulations, Judith. Well done.
Benjamin Roberts.
Congratulations, Benjamin. Well done.
The winner of the Departmental Prize in Physics and Astronomy, Tanya Saxby.
Congratulations, Tanya. Well done on the prize. Really good.
And Hamish Spence.
Congratulations, Hamish. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics with Medical Physics, Jonathan Lane.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physics with Space Science and Technology, Adam Baker.
Congratulations, Adam. Well done. Very well done.
Graham Brennan.
Many congratulations. Very well done.
Barry Evans.
Congratulations, Brian. Well done.
Robert Evans.
Congratulations, Robert. Well done.
Thomas Fleming.
Congratulations, Thomas. Well done.
Russ Gorrill.
Well done, Rob. Congratulations.
Ada Lamb.
Congratulations. We've got some supporters here. Congratulations.
Matthew Mobbs.
Well done, Matthew. Congratulations.
Stacey Morley.
We've got a few supporters out there, so well done. Congratulations.
Tom Norris.
Congratulations, Tom. Well done.
And Kevin White.
Many congratulations, Kevin. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Matthew Armitt.
Congratulations, Matthew. Well done. Very well done.
Moyi Dunama.
Congratulations, Noel. You have some supporters out there. Well done.
Chuan Ming Fu.
Very many congratulations. Well done.
The winner of the Dunlop Polymer Engineering Division Engineering Prize, the Institution of Electrical Engineers Prize, and the Faculty of Science Prize, Keng Chuan Go.
John, very many congratulations. You have to turn and take a bow, I think. Well done.
Michael Huang.
Well done, Michael. Congratulations.
Mohammed Izzat Jafar.
Well done, Mohammed. Congratulations.
David Jones.
Congratulations, David. Very well done.
Nagosa Katongo.
Also, congratulations.
Hui Sim Lior.
Also, many congratulations.
Kenny Lee.
Congratulations, Kenny. Well done.
Chor Leng Lee.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yong Chun Loi,
Congratulations.
Jagath Eswari Muniandi,
Very many congratulations. Very well done.
Michael Outram,
Congratulations, Michael. You have few supporters out there.
Edred Pimenta,
Okay, congratulations. Well done.
Kevin Roper,
Congratulations, Kevin. So you've got a few supporters out there.
Lawrence Ross,
Congratulations. New fans out there.
Edward Taylor,
Congratulations, Edward.
Wee Lee Wan,
Congratulations, Edward. Well done.
Stephen Winwood,
Congratulations, Stephen. Well done.
Jason Wong,
Congratulations, Jason.
the winner of the David Hull Memorial Prize, Sam Yee.
Sam, congratulations. Well, there's a few supporters out there. So congratulations.
Ko Wai Yao,
Congratulations. Well done.
for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronic Engineering USA, Kien Kiat Ku,
Congratulations, Ken. Well done.
and Christopher Tan.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Software Engineering, Famous Agbonifo.
Well done. Congratulations.
Fortune Aisa Bokai,
Very many congratulations. Well done.
the winner of the British Computer Prize, Nigel Dodds.
Many congratulations, and particularly on the prize. Well done.
Ziyi Fu,
Many congratulations. Well done.
Gertprit Gill,
Many congratulations. Well done.
Matthew Ho,
Many congratulations. Well done.
Neeraj Kachahawa,
Congratulations. Well done.
Yu Chung Lee,
Congratulations. Well done.
Mian Satar,
Many congratulations. Well done.
Roberta Sin,
Congratulations. Well done.
Andrew Smith,
Andrew, congratulations.
and Che Chow Te.
Well, Charles, congratulations. We've got some supporters out there.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Software Engineering with Industry, Hamal Ladwa,
Haymel, congratulations. Well done.
Akpovi Obak Panov Wee,
Very good. Well done. Congratulations.
Gary Taylor,
Congratulations, Gary. Well done.
and Christopher Varnum.
Congratulations, Christopher.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in General Engineering, James Outram,
Congratulations, James. Well done.
and John Rolton.
Congratulations, John.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Timothy Blundell.
Congratulations, Timothy.
Benjamin Bullen,
Congratulations, Edmund. Well done.
Hazeline Go,
Very good. Congratulations. Well done.
James Hartshorn,
Congratulations, James. Well done.
Katrine Holmes,
Team, congratulations.
Richard Kingham,
Congratulations, Richard. Well done.
Benjamin Lane,
Congratulations. Got a few supporters out there.
Lip Meng Lo,
Hey, congratulations. Well done.
David Mack,
Congratulations. Very well done.
Richard Marsh,
Congratulations, Richard.
the winner of the National Westminster Bank Award for Graduating Engineers, Danraj Mataru.
Many congratulations, especially on the award. Well done.
Ben Morrill,
Team, congratulations.
Griffith Richards,
Congratulations.
Lichi Tay,
Congratulations.
Craig Turnbull,
Many congratulations.
Ian Watt,
Congratulations, Ian. Well done.
and Stephen Wood.
Congratulations, Stephen.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical with Industry, Samuel Barford.
Congratulations, Samuel. Well done.
Winner of the IMechE Best Project Prize, Nathan Barry.
Congratulations, Nathan. Particularly well done on the prize.
Jonathan Fleming.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Well done.
Winner of the Goldsmith Prize, Angela Holt.
Angela, congratulations. Well done on the prize, too.
Ian Lawson.
Congratulations, Ian. Well done.
Adam Mason.
Congratulations. Well done.
Matthew Slater.
Congratulations, Matthew. Well done.
And Christopher Vargias.
Christopher, congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Communications and Society, Claire Dunn.
Congratulations, Claire. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical, Sanjay Verma.
Okay, well done. Congratulations.
Mr. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to admit to the several degrees for which they are presented by my faculty those candidates who are absent.
By the authority of Senate, I admit those candidates who are absent to the several degrees for which they are presented. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, High Sheriff, Chairman of Leicestershire County Council, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to begin these closing comments by adding my congratulations and those of the staff of the university to all of you who've received your degrees this morning. In the case of our distinguished honorary graduates, one of the good things about a university is that it can recognise in this way the achievements of those who've contributed to society, whether it be in business, the community, or academia. It is worth reflecting that the knowledge of our honorary graduates this morning gives them weight, but it's their achievements that give them a special lustre. We've not weighed their knowledge, but we've noticed their shine. It's their very visible achievements that we're celebrating this morning. Indeed, the university is honoured that Doctors Scobee, Rodgers and Hart-Davies consented to accept the degrees we've conferred upon them today, and it gives us great pleasure to welcome them into our academic community. To the graduates in the body of the hall, you've gained your degrees in a different way. You've studied over 1, 3 or more years, and your graduation today represents, in every case, a significant personal success. Along with your family and friends, the staff of the university also share and rejoice in your achievement. We hope that you found the educational experiences you've had here exciting and uplifting. Education should not be the filling of a bucket, but the lighting of a fire. In teaching you, I know that in their worst moments, some of the staff will have thought of that extraordinary definition of education as the process of casting false pearls before real swine. But they will more often have rejoiced, as Jacob Bronowski did, in the fact that students bring a certain ragamuffin, barefoot irreverence to their studies. You've not been here to worship what is known, but to question it, and we hope you will continue to ask questions throughout your lives. Also, I hope you will remember that imagination is more important than knowledge. So few have imagination that there are 10,000 violinists for every one composer. If you come to us from school and this is your first degree, you can go forward with some comfort. You may have some debts, but a survey of East Midlands graduates last year showed that, on average, at around age 35, you can expect to earn about 40% more than your non-graduate peers. And by age 45, around 86% more. Some of you, of course, may feel that at this point, one of the ultimate advantages of an education like this is simply the coming to the end of it. This feeling was neatly encapsulated by a student colleague of mine 43 years ago this week, who said, "It's a pity that Latin is no longer taught in school. It removes the infinite pleasure of giving it up." But in this fast-changing world, your studies may not stop with today's degree. Remember the words of Pope John Paul I, who said, "If someone told me I would be Pope one day, I would have studied harder." You may need to expand and revise or change the direction of your learning, and so do remember that this university is a major provider of postgraduate courses, the Vice-Chancellor pointed out. As the Vice-Chancellor also said, the university greatly values its contacts with its graduates, and we hope that you will stay in touch with us and those with whom you've studied through the Alumni Association. We rely on the support of our graduates in many ways, not least we hope you have enjoyed your time here and will tell others about the University of Leicester. To the many parents and friends in the hall, we hope you will enjoy the day. Your support and encouragement in all its forms has been of the utmost importance to our students and indeed to us. You will be rightly proud of the successes of those we have awarded degrees to today, and we hope you have wonderful celebrations. University is about all kinds of things, not only study, but also learning from making mistakes. Albert Einstein once commented, "Anyone who has never made a mistake never tried anything new." It is about looking at everything as though it was seeing it for the first time. It is about learning independence, learning to teach yourselves. It is about appreciating other points of view and other cultures. It is about learning tolerance and consideration. This is the very stuff of civilization and of peace. Finally, as you leave this ceremony today, let me tell you that in America and some other parts of the world, this occasion is known not as a degree ceremony, but as commencement. You will now enter a new phase in your lives. Empowered by your education, you will realize that the hardest thing to learn in life is which bridges to cross and which bridges to burn. Our two honorary graduates today, I think, have pointed you very firmly in one direction, that is to try to find things that you love doing, that are your dreams. You will make choices that impact on your own lives and the lives of others. We wish you every success.
Well, that brings us to the end of the proceedings for this morning, but I'm sure you would want to remind us of how well the Faculty of Science applauds one another. So just one more time, many congratulations to you all, and let's have one more round of applause for the Faculty of Science graduating class. I now declare this congregation closed.